So this is what we end up with. And this is how we start. I started with what was left of a little bit of Cara Cara and a little bit of Saddle Up from Daydream Apothecary paints. And then I spritzed a little bit of water because they were starting to thicken up pretty good because they were, bottom of the barrel. And then I added in some Comfort Zone to try to lighten it up a little bit. And then I think I even add a little bit more Comfort Zone. I was just going for a nice tan color, but I think it ended up a little more orangey than that, but it was fine. And then what I just dumped in there was some salt wash for texture, because I wanted texture. I love me some texture. And then I took a 2-inch chip brush and just stippled it on all over. And then I just dried it a little bit just so that I could handle it without smearing it all over. And then continued on to the other side. And hopefully you got to see in the beginning that was just a little old green bottle. I don't even know what had been in there before, but you see them all over the place. So at least I do. You can pick them up at any thrift store, it seems like. So, and then this is me coming back the next day. It had sat for at least 24 hours. And then I just finished up the bottom. I turned it upside down there. Finishing up the bottom real good. And drying it. And then touching up any places that I thought were a little bit thin. And honestly, I probably could have went on without doing that part because we do so many other things. But with my luck, if I don't touch up the thin parts, those will be the thin parts that nothing else will cover. And then then I'd have to find something to cover them up with. But anyway, and then I did go ahead and dry it really well. And then I'm coming in with a little, you can see how thick that was. I'm just knocking down any of the, spiky parts, if you will, and just laying it down just a little bit. I'm very gentle with it because it is so quick. I mean, ideally, I would have left that to dry longer, but I wanted to get moving on it. So then I'm coming in. What I'm putting on there is CC's Glaze in, I think it's called Tiger's Eye, and just kind of dry brushing that on everywhere, and then of course drying it so we can move on. And I think I went thicker. Yeah, I'm coming back in to go a little thicker on this side, just playing with it just to see if I like it the thicker or the thinner way. I think I kind of liked it a little bit more on there. I don't mean thicker or thinner. I mean more heavily applied versus lightly applied. I liked it both ways, so. And now I am coming in with our resin molds. And I'm just using some black gesso for our primer. And completely covering those, stippling it on. Heavy gesso in black is what I'm using. With a little round dabbing brush. Try to make sure those surfaces are covered. It's a great primer and it looks really good with the waxes that we're going to use. It's probably my favorite way to do the molds. Obviously you can paint them, you can use mica powders, you can do so many other things with them, but this seems to be my go-to. And I was wanting to stay with kind of a fallish look for this. I think we pretty much stayed there. And then I started going with some, let's see if I can remember. The colors I used were Moss Green, Meteor Showers, think I might have used some vintage gold, just a little bit. Yeah, Tammy, show me those colors. Corona Copper and Cosmic Ray Gold, I believe, were the main ones I used. And I just, put on a little bit here and there and leaving some room for, me to come back in and add some more. Like there, I think I put on Meteor Showers, Cosmic Ray Gold, and just set it down. Of course, it's hard to watch when you're going that fast. But I think for a lot of the little leaves and stuff, I was putting Meteor Showers and Cosmic Ray Gold and the Moss Green. And if I got it on too thick, I just wiped some off and came back, and because I wanted them to be mainly green for the leaves anyway, with just touches of the other colors. And there I ended up taking a small brush to get down in there and get more of the flower and get more color on it. And it looks like I'm using Cosmic Ray Gold right there to get down in there. I know the main color on the flower was Meteor Showers. And I'm pretty sure I used the Cosmic Ray Gold in the center for more of the yellow for the middle of the flower. I was thinking I used 3 colors on there, but I can't remember what the third color would have been if I did. So maybe it was only 2. I'm not sure. And then I, of course, kind of laid them out however I thought it would fit. And then I heated them up a little bit with the heat gun to make them, conform a little bit. And then I used heavy body gel on the backs to glue them on. And, ideally, if I wasn't in a hurry, like I always am, I would have let them just glue on there and come back later. But, I was in a hurry, so then I came back in with my umber paste and went around the outside edges to give it that antique look around the outside edges. And you don't have to do that if you don't like that look, but I just tend to love that look. And then we'll basically do the exact same thing on the other side with the molds and stuff too. But by the way, I'm sure I didn't say this at the beginning, but this is the artist formerly known as Flippin' Furniture. I'm going by Tammy Flippin' Holes on Facebook now. My page was hacked a while back, a couple weeks ago now at least. So, yeah. So if you can do anything to help me, if you can share Tammy Flippin' Holes out there to get my new page built up a little bit, that would be great. It's a slow rebuild. This has not been fun whatsoever. It takes some time. I don't ever expect to get my page built up to where it was, and that's fine. That is totally fine, but yeah. And we do have videos on YouTube also. We are really putting more on there lately. Anyway, that's a little metal coin I put on there. Oh, I haven't even looked to see if I have those in my shop. But anyway, I did add some wax to it to make it match my project more. And then I put it on with heavy body gel and put a little screw head on top to make it look like it was screwed on. And that's just me taking a little metal pick and removing any excess glue around there. Geez, I should put my glasses on. I could see better. Okay, and there I am putting the umber paste all around everything to give it that antique-y look that I like. Grungy, dirty look. And there it is. I hope you like it. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Happy everything.